Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods, Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, February 8th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Apparently, there was a 17-year-old high school student who discovered a giant Neptune-like planet almost 7 times the size of Earth last week. It's true. And hopefully, this new discovery will finally provide some answers to whether or not Hadi Choopan is an alien life form like we all suspected. Hadi's been releasing a steady stream of clips over the last few weeks that highlight how special he is. Because if you didn't know any better, you'd swear this guy was carved out of stone. Even his quote-unquote off-season, he still looks harder than 99% of the people on the planet. He's an alien living right here on Earth, and all everyone else can do is pray more of him don't show up and take over. Believe it or not, we're actually less than 20 weeks away from the New York Pro now. And according to a rumor I heard over the weekend, that's probably the most likely landing spot for Hassan Mostafa to make his 2021 debut. When you take into account the fact that Hassan's placed 4th in the last year's New York Pro, and that he had another really solid offseason, I think it's fair to raise the bar for him a little heading into this year's contest. He's been someone we've talked about as a future top 10 Olympian dating all the way back to his amateur days. And even though he's still relatively young, this feels like it could be the year we see him take the leap. I'm Italian, and I admittedly like wine. And I'm fascinated by the winemaking process, especially the different factors that go into certain wines getting better with age, because not all of them do. In that sense, it's a little bit like bodybuilding in that it takes the right conditions and ingredients for wines and athletes to age gracefully. Take Shawn Rhoden, for example. Even though he's about to turn 46 in April, somehow, some way, he still manages to get better year after year. And in Shawn's case, the fact that his body doesn't have the wear and tear from 2 years of brutal contest preps might actually be a good thing, because it's prevented him from being forced to train through injuries.
Come on, let's go.
So if certain things fall into place that allow him to pop the proverbial cork again later this year, my guess would be that he comes back more potent than ever. Now, the counter-argument to waiting for your wines to age would be that some alcohol comes straight out of the bottle at 100 proof, so you get the full effect straight from the first shot. And I say that because 23-year-old Russian phenom Vitaliy Ugolnikov might be the bodybuilding equivalent of the double shot with no chaser. The kid's already managed to capture the attention of big-time stars like Ruli Winkler, Dennis James, and Brandon Curry by winning major international shows where he was completely blowing everyone else off the map. The kid's leg development already looks like it's on par with anyone at the pro level, which might seem like a strong statement, but I'm not the first person to say that on the record. Between the age and the crazy proportions and the fact that he's still somewhat of an unknown commodity, Vitaliy's probably the most exciting international prospect we've seen in the last few years. So, if he figures out a way to win his pro card this year, it'll be fascinating to see how he does if he decides to jump right in and test the pro waters. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.